Bam. What up, Yang Gang? So we will be whoops. How do I pin this up? So we will be going live. Or we're live, sorry guys. Shit. Can't get this thing to work the way I want it to. But yeah, so we're waiting on Mia to jump in here in a minute. We're gonna do the news here in a second. We're gonna be talking about the Cuomo scandal, the Biden stimulus package, the Syria bombing, and possibly the CPAC. Excuse me, the CPAC as well. That's the Conservative Political Action Committee, where they had Trump and a bunch of other whack jobs up there talking about the future of their party, what they think they're going to do, this and that. Just make sure you guys say hello on your way in. Mia will be here shortly. We're gonna dive right into these topics. If there's a topic you guys would like to see or like us to cover, go ahead and drop it in the comments as well. Maybe we'll have time to pick those up as well, make some more clips. And just to give you guys a heads up on our rundown for this week. Tomorrow, Trumper for Yang, Dennis is going to be joining me tomorrow to do the news as well. And then on Tuesday, I'm going to be interviewing Sheridan Lund on Tuesday. He's running for Congress in 2022. What's up, Elizabeth? You're first. You win. But yeah, hopefully Mia will be here any second. We can get things rolling. Yeah, so also if you guys are on Twitter, I'm hosting a new thing called Spaces. It's a feature at the top of your fleet system, at the fleet bar up top, and it lets you know that someone has a space available. It's like a competition for Clubhouse, I think, honestly. But yeah, so it looks like we got a couple people here. Who is that? Junk Media. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to catching up with Dennis again and ask him what he thinks about the current state of the situation, about the bombing in Syria, especially the CPAC. To see what he thinks as a conservative. What does he think about the future of his party? So we'll see, man. It's gonna be interesting. And so yeah, I'm gonna try and look at this Cuomo scandal, man, because let me go ahead and look up. Where'd it go? Yeah, Chris Cuomo, man. This guy is something else. Oh, let's see here. Share the screen. Yes, I'm actually reading this article here until Mia gets here. Cuomo, you bastard. Get off my screen. I hate that. Cuomo drops the fight, lets the AG pick special counsel as Dems call for his resignation. The governor's office reversed course for the second time on Sunday, ultimately asking the state attorney general to have sole responsibility in selecting an investigatory body into claims of sexual harassment. So this happened today, guys, 5:00 in the morning. Yeah, so this is going to get interesting. It says here at least 3 Democrats, the state legislature, called for New York Governor Andrew Cuomo to resign overnight, as others demanded a truly independent investigation into new claims of sexual harassment against the governor by a former aide. Yeah, this is going to get ugly. Matt Nelson, what's up, brother? The future is bright for the GOP. I'd love to hear your comments on the CPAC thing they had this weekend, where Trump pretty much dominated it, where everything he said they just cheered and cheered and cheered about, stupid shit like I'm gonna beat him a third time when he lost, just stupid shit like that. But yeah, just so you guys know, Matt Nelson, he is the chair of the Republican Party for the county I grew up in, Van Buren County, Michigan. So me and him are gonna try and catch up and talk about these types of left versus right dichotomies. I think the labels are terrible. They're getting kind of silly now. But yes, but back to this Andrew Cuomo thing, man, he's got quite a bit of pressure. And so there's been quite a few allegations. It looks like it says a triple header of scandal has imperiled his future. First, allegations of verbal abuse and threats by a lawmaker, then a federal probe into how his administration handled COVID nursing home deaths. He should fry for that one, as far as I'm concerned. And now claims he is verbally and physically inappropriate with multiple young female staffers. So if it's true, he's got to go, as far as I'm concerned. It's a piece of shit thing to do, man. Let's see here. Whoop. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to. Mia should be here any minute so we can do this news. But I figure I might as well just review it one more time before we get going. Sorry, guys. Shit. Ready. But yeah, Matt, I'd love to hear more from you, man. I want to definitely hook up and do a discussion. Yeah, the CPAC thing, man, that kind of worries me because it looks like, I don't know what the people are predicting somewhere between 20 and 30% of the GOP is Trump loyalists. And if he decides to go third party, that could really hurt the party in general, the GOP. And I don't like that because it puts less pressure on the Democrats to do their damn jobs while they have power right now until the midterms, or at least for the next 4 years. They need to be held accountable for what they do too, not just be like, well, no matter what we do, Trump's people are going to split up the GOP vote. We can do whatever we want, kind of like bombing Syria. And Matt also is an army guy, a military veteran. I'd like to hear more about what he thinks about Syria, because this is I don't know enough about Syria. I just know that we just bombed a different country over some shit we think Iran did. So it's really complicated and it's kind of messy. Oh, sorry, I got to send this link to Mia. Okay. I didn't send her the link. Okay, so Mia's coming in here shortly. Okay. Cuomo. All right, so let's go ahead and take this down for now. So Mia be here in just a second. We can get rocking and rolling. There she is. Bam. Okay. What's up, Mia?
Oh, nothing much. I am I'm running behind today. So bad. I didn't have hardly any time today. Man, I'm so sorry. I kept you waiting so long.
It's okay.
Okay.
No, it's not a big deal. But yeah, he was right here. He said no to third party and the CPAC. I didn't see that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested in the CPAC thing because so if you said no to a third party, that's probably why it's at the CPAC, because he's saying, I'm a conservative, I'm gonna take over this party again. I'm gonna hold you guys hostage for 4 more years. Or at least 2. We'll see. But again, Matt, I would love to hear what you got to say about this. He's a Republican chair for my county I grew up in, and he said the future is bright for the GOP. We'll see, you know. But yeah, so is there a certain one you'd like to cover first? Oh, here we go. Matt says the GOP has a lot of young talent like Governor Kristi Noem. Trump has said no to third party. GOP is united and strong with blue collar workers. The political elites are moving out. Moving out of what? Like out of the GOP? Yeah, there's young talent everywhere, you know, honestly, on both sides. But I just see Trump as a disruptor in the GOP, and I'm just curious if the entire GOP is going to double down on Trump and Trumpism. I just don't know. I'm just really curious about that to see, you know, and if it's Trumpism, it's like saying, okay, the election was stolen. They're still going to say that shit. That's just stupid, you know?
Yeah, I think that
Uh,
I don't think that Trumpism's really sustainable
well, if he
overall.
wins another, if they swing the shit out of the midterms, it ain't going nowhere. Think about it. They get results because they won back a lot of House seats and they didn't, and they broke even on the Senate, right? And they lost the president. But if they can make a big push and get the House back, or the Senate, or both, then that's gonna the Trumpism works. Then they're gonna go double down on it, and he'll run it. He'll run again if he's not in court for the next decade. Yeah, Yang was right. CPAC was dominated by Trumpism. They said the GOP is Trump and double down on election fraud. COVID being a, oh yeah, the whole China virus bullshit. Good Lord. Yeah, man, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. So I was hoping to start out with the Cuomo scandal. I got an article already pulled up here. It's from NBC New York. So I thought New York would be a more reliable source, considering that's where he's the mayor of. So we will drop to this. Oh, hold on. Let me. What's Matt saying? Trumpism is about better trade deals, stopping the endless wars, energy independence, and America first. Yeah. Better trade. Yeah, but I don't know, man. It is what you want to make it of, as far as I'm concerned. Because some people don't support him for any of those reasons, except for quote unquote America first. I'm not a big fan of the whole nationalism aspect of it.
I don't know.
Better trade deals, sure. I'm okay with that if it doesn't disrupt everything, like in Iowa where they couldn't sell their damn corn, or Washington couldn't sell their apples. What's up, Hardy Hat?
Oh, we're silly humans.
Which war did he stop? Well, to be honest, let's be fair first. Let me get out of here. Let's be fair first, guys. He had good reason. Now I won't say good reason. He had reasons, and he had people behind him pushing to go to war with Iraq and North Korea, and he didn't do it. I will give him credit for that, period. But he didn't get people out that he said he's going to get out either. He dumped Syria. That was a piss poor way of doing it, but yeah. I guess the algorithm wanted me to see the Mindful Skeptics first, since I haven't seen the trickle up on my feed yet. Yeah, man, we're gonna keep. Trust me, it's gonna change. We're gonna keep doing more content. It'll populate. Yep, it'll populate. We just gotta keep being consistent, man. That's the big thing. Yep. I have so many tabs open. I do a lot of shit. Oh yeah, he fought Bolton on those wars, but if he, a president, can't stop a war, how is that reason to vote for him? That's what I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that he actually did balk on war, which I'm okay with. I just got to give him credit where credit's due. I don't give him a lot of credit, but that's a couple. So you can't say I'm just totally shitting on him every time, even though I do whenever I can. So I'm not a fan of Trump. I think Trump's a fucking horrible person and a piss poor leader. He's a terrible leader. But yeah, so let's move on. Okay, so we're gonna jump into the first one, which is the Chris, or what's his? Is it Chris Cuomo? Which one is it? No, Andrew Cuomo.
Cuomo.
Yes, the one that's getting
in. Name?
Oh man, let me make sure I get the right one, so I don't want to say the wrong one. Yeah, Andrew Cuomo. Okay. I can't tell them apart.
Boy, that guy's having a rough week.
And he deserves every bit of it, as far as I'm concerned. So, okay. You ready, Mia?
Yeah, let's get this started.
Let's get it over with, huh? All right. What up, Yang Gang? We're live again for your news. This is February 28th, the last day of Black History Month. And we have your news for the weekend, and we're going to start today off with the Andrew Cuomo debacle. So it looks like we have an article here from NBCNewYork.com. Chris Cuomo, or Andrew Cuomo, drops the fight, lets the Attorney General pick special counsel's dim calls for his resignation. Yeah, rightfully so. And then some crazy video they got there about this stuff. But yeah, saying that 3 Democrats in the state legislature called for his resignation, and they want a truly independent investigation to his new claims of sexual harassment by a former aide. And a few months ago, it also was reported he was actually verbally abusive as well. But it says it's a triple header of scandal has imperiled his future. First, allegations of verbal abuse and threats by a lawmaker, then a federal probe into how his administration handled COVID nursing home deaths, and now claims he was verbally and physically inappropriate with multiple young female staffers. Oh boy. Yeah, you go ahead, Mia.
Oops, that is some hot water, right? The nursing home thing is probably the one that got my attention first.
Mm-hmm.
I was not paying that much attention to the gosh, what came first of all those?
Well, the nursing home thing is during like last March, April, somewhere in there. But the sexual harassment and the verbal and physical inappropriateness were after that. But then the most recent one is him threatening people. Like I will ruin you. I will destroy you type of shit. That's the most recent one. So I think he's pretty fucking corrupt from the sounds of it. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
There's a big mess to clean up in New York.
Yeah. And so where'd it go? It says in a statement released Sunday evening, which is tonight, Cuomo apologized for any behavior interpreted as unwanted flirtation, but denied inappropriate touching. To be clear, I never inappropriately touched anybody, and I never intended to make anyone feel uncomfortable, but these are allegations that New Yorkers deserve answer to. Yeah, so think about the wording. He apologizes for any behavior interpreted as, in other words, it's your fault. That's the classic, it's your fault statement. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry you took offense. Not, I'm sorry. You should be saying, I'm sorry I made you feel that way, or I made you uncomfortable. No, I'm sorry that was being interpreted wrong. You're doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong.
I'm sorry. It's always nice to just let an I'm sorry sit.
Yeah.
It's okay to just be sorry.
Yeah. And so now he's flipping his stance. He's going to let the Attorney General, Letitia James, choose an independent counsel. So I think it's a good idea. It says decisions were widely criticized by officials after his office selected a former federal judge to conduct the review late Saturday, as well as his reversal on Saturday to hand the decision jointly to James and the chief judge of the Court of Appeals. So in other words, it's good old boys. They says, no, we've seen this before. Ain't happening. And then where'd it go? Yeah, here. James released a statement shortly thereafter saying her office was ready to begin their work. We expect to receive 63 referral by subpoena power to investigate allegations of sexual harassment against the governor in line with our demands and New York state law. The referral would be made solely to the Attorney General's office. This is not the responsibility we take lightly. We will hire a law firm, deputize them as attorneys of our office, and oversee a rigorous and an independent investigation. I'm here for it. So, what they're going to find is, the thing is, allegations are allegations, and we have to wait. I'm going to wait until we see the evidence. But also, there's someone named Ron Kim that actually was already mentioned in the comment section that he's been on the forefront of this for the past year. And Chris Cuomo, or Andrew Cuomo, is the one that threatened Ron Kim directly and said, I will destroy your
Ron Kim, huh?
Yep, Ron Kim. Yang Ganger, coincidentally. But yeah, he's a New York state legislator, and he's been threatened by Andrew Cuomo. And that's just what's going on here. And so we have all that happening. They're going to do an investigation, and I'm going to hold my judgment, but I do know this much. He handled the nursing home shit 100% wrong. They lied about the statistics. They reported 50% of the true numbers, and thousands of people died directly because of that decision. Tens of thousands possibly indirectly, down the line. Not a fan.
Yeah, there were a lot of bad decisions there. I don't think he's going to come out smelling like roses from any of the allegations. I don't think there is a single one of them that is unfounded, but we will see for sure soon.
The hardest one to prove is inappropriate physical and verbal abuse. That's the toughest ones, where you get like affidavits, is his word versus her word, back and forth. That's the toughest one. But the one he should be resigning from right now is because of how he handled the COVID-19 response. When you have him on CNN doing a circle jerk love fest bromance bullshit with his brother on one of the biggest platforms in the country, he's doing it right. Look to Cuomo. He's made a fucking book about it. He wrote a book, How to Do COVID or some bullshit. Come on, man. They tried to prop him up just like they did Joe Biden, prop him up to be the next leader, and he's not. He's as corrupt as they come. He needs to go bye-bye. New York's got enough problems. They don't need a shit stain up top making things worse by putting people in life-threatening situations and the most vulnerable people in a nursing home. It's pathetic. Uh-oh. I think Mia's froze.
Yeah, I'm going to shut down a couple extra web pages here and see if that helps with my broadband width here.
Yeah, you're freezing a little bit here and there.
All right, let's see. Let's see if this helps.
Fair enough. But yeah, I think he should step down immediately. Just like what was that senator from Minnesota? The comedian from Saturday Night Live. Oh shit, I can't remember his name. He's very funny. Oh man, if anybody can help me in the comment section, that would help.
Al Franken. It's Al Franken.
Al Franken. That dude is so smart and good as a representative. He's so well spoken. He thinks things through. But he had allegations coming up of inappropriate conduct from a picture from 30 years ago. But nonetheless, he owned it. He goes, yeah, I know it don't look right. It was in poor taste on my part. I was just a comedian trying to make people laugh. And he stepped down. But the president of the United States can say anything he wants, and no one asks him to say. They double down on that shit. So I won't say that Democrats are better. I say they have some more, I don't want to say morals, but that's kind of a tough sell too.
Well, in fairness, they're calling for him to step down.
Right. Republicans don't call for DeSantis to step down.
Republicans didn't really call for. I mean, there was a guy who basically harassed women at the mall, like underage women at the mall, and they didn't call for him to stop running in any sort of serious sense. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you had that one guy running for Senate in Alabama. That was a pedophile, pretty much. Allegedly. Don't sue us. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, man, it's this goes to show you that it's not left versus right, it's us versus them. The elites. They're elites. Their father was a politician, and now his sons are politicians, and a major leader on the media. Major player in the media. And they just feed off each other. So I have concerns about that.
Yeah, it's built into the system for them to be able to abuse their power so broadly and easily. And I really think that a lot of that is something that should be solved through like independent I feel like there should be independent inspectors for the behaviors even when they're not doing, things that you can see on the outright. They shouldn't be caught doing things. There should be somebody constantly supervising these things. Somebody whose job it is to make sure that the paperwork's all looking good as you go through, not wait for an emergency, wait for a problem.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think everything should be investigated by a third party. There should never be an inside good old boys club to this stuff, which happens a lot, too much. So this should go on down the line to the police, to the military, to the schools with teachers. All these different systems where you're being investigated or held accountable by someone in your own system or network or your peer group. You can't have that, man. We got to have outside third party inspections or let's say accommodations to say, hey, we're going to hold you accountable.
We should brand it as job creation.
Hey, there you go. There's a federal jobs guarantee. Investigating corruption. There's a full-time gig for quite a few people.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, guys, let us. I like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section. And just let us know, where do you think this will fall out at? Do you think Cuomo will be held accountable for all three, or just the inappropriate contact and speech, the verbal abuse, or the nursing home debacle where he lied about the statistics? There we go. So did he lie about the statistics enough to get him held accountable? And is just stepping down enough? I don't think it is. He should be held in civil court for lawsuits for what do you call that? Like an inappropriate death, or what do they call that? Like endangerment of some sort. It would seem like civil suits would be come up if you have 9,000 people being sent back to nursing homes statewide, and then tens of thousands of deaths. It's awful. So sue his ass, as far as I'm concerned, if these things are all true, allegedly.
Whatever happens, the families deserve to be compensated regardless. No matter how that happens, I don't care. The real point here is we have to make sure that the people who were affected by this don't have to suffer any further. They've already lost loved ones.
Right. Well, and then not to allow anyone else to be put in that position by a leader such as Cuomo. And that's how we got to make him stand down. So yeah, again, guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. And while you're here, always hit the like, subscribe, share, follow, yakety yak. The same old thing everybody says in the videos, right? So thanks for joining us, and see you guys later. And like always, gang gang. All right. So that's the first one. So do you got any others you want to cool? I had the Cuomo one. That was the first one. Have you gotten anything done for like the Biden stimulus package or Syria bombing or CPAC? Any of that stuff on your own?
Okay. None of those were on my list when I was making it up. I've got something on Trump's taxes.
Mm-hmm.
I did a UBI news thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the U.S. Capitol remains in heightened security mode amidst threats to the State of the Union. And I am lagging so bad tonight, aren't I? I am so sorry.
Yeah, a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I think I might save the CPAC one for tomorrow with Trumper. I think I might save that for tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that'd be good to get him on here because he's a Republican.
Here, let me show you what I've got. I'll send it to you in the chat.
Yeah.
Sorry, I do much better with about 24 hours notice.
Yeah, I was really busy this weekend. I didn't get everything. What? I see in my grandfather's newspaper that Gary, Indiana is doing a UBI pilot. Oh, that's sweet. Gary, Indiana is pretty bad shape. Did you send it to me in Twitter, you said, or in here? Oh, that's the other one. Well, shit. Uh-oh, Mia, you're froze again. Ruh-roh. We're having some technical issues tonight, folks. Bear with us. We'll try and get to this. Shit, I don't see her thing coming up. 125 people will get $500 for a year, I think. 500 a month for a year. Okay, $500 for a month. Okay. 125 people. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to check that out. I might have to go to Indiana. Okay. You back, Mia? Shit. Yeah, her internet's bad. Oh shit. Okay, we lost her. We'll see if she comes back. Well, let's go ahead. Let me look up this Biden stimulus package. Whoops. There she is. Ayo, that looks a lot better. You're clear as well. Yeah, you were very pixelated for a while there and frozen.
I am.
I can hear you now. Uh-oh.
I'm not getting good signal yet, but
yeah, you're really pixelated and delayed significantly.
I don't know why, but my computer is definitely having a rough night.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. Well, hell. We got one done at least. Shit. I don't know. I guess I'll just keep talking. Oh, hell. Let me see here. Oh, man. Yeah, it looks pretty rough. Well, it looks like Mia's having some serious internet issues there. So it looks like we're not going to be able to do as many as we thought we were going to do tonight. We got one done. Oh, okay. She's kind of unpixelated a little bit. Can you hear me now, Mia? Uh-oh. Oh, well. Uh-oh. Okay, let me send her a DM.
Man, I hate it when that happens.
Try this. I'm going to try a different way. I'm just going to call her, guys. It might be easier with the cell phone. Oh, man. Yeah, it's definitely one of those days. Hello. Hey, Mia. Sorry. I know things aren't going well on your end. It's not a big deal. We got one done, you know. And I might have just pushed the rest of them until tomorrow with Dennis and see what we can do. We'll just hope that you have better internet next time. You still want to maybe do Wednesday instead of Thursday late or yeah, Thursday'd have to be the only day. Do you want to do Thursday still then? Thursday's fine. Okay. So Thursday it'd have to be pretty late for me because I got my kids until probably about 9:30. So I can probably go to like 10 o'clock if you can do 10 p.m. Okay. All right. Let's try and just do it on Thursday, and I'll just do this one for tonight, and I'll talk to Trumper about some of these other ones tomorrow. Then. No biggie. Hey, I get it. That's the internet, man. We can't control it. All right, Mia. Thanks. No problem. Okay. Bye-bye. All right, guys. So Mia's it's just not going to work for today. Now, what I will say is, since we're going to have a little ad lib jump in here, so here's the invitation. Anybody wants to jump in? Come on in. Here we are. So yeah, we can still talk about some other things. I want to talk about I want to look into the Biden stimulus package still. Myself. So I'm actually going to look that up. Okay, let's look at the update here. Okay, now this is as of Saturday. Put on some pants, son. But yeah, I would like to go ahead and just talk about the stimulus package. So the House passes the $1.9 trillion stimulus bill. This is as of yesterday by Thomas Frank. Okay. So let's see if we can find some details on this bad boy. Bullshit. Bunch of bullshit. Oh man. So where's the details? Okay, so it says here, we're starting up here at the top of this bad boy. It says Democrats have thin majorities in both the House and the Senate and opted to try to pass Biden's stimulus plan through a process known as budget reconciliation. Reconciliation allows a party to pass a bill with a simple majority vote, but limits what can be included in the bill to those items that have a significant impact on the federal deficit. Though the House passed their bill with a $15 an hour federal minimum wage stipulation, the Senate parliamentarian decided on Thursday the pay hike cannot be included in the bill under reconciliation. The parliamentarian's rule underscores the fragility of the bill's makeup in the Senate, where even a single Democratic nay could doom Biden's first landmark piece of legislation. Party leadership will likely focus on middle-of-the-road Democrats like Joe Manchin of West Virginia, who are more likely to balk at provisions they see as expensive or unnecessary. This piece of shit. Yeah. Manchin cast doubt of the fate of additional stimulus checks as early as January 8th, prior to Biden's inauguration. The conservative Democrat said he would absolutely oppose another round of direct payments, but later clarified in a tweet, writing, if the next round of stimulus checks go out, they should be targeted for those who need it. Others, such as Vermont's independent Bernie Sanders, have instead doubled down on their commitment to progressive priorities like the $15 an hour minimum wage increase. He and Senate Finance Chairman Ron Wyden from Oregon are working on an amendment to the bill that would penalize big corporations that pay their employees less than $15 an hour. That's interesting. So I don't know, man. That's it, man. That's the whole freaking article. There's no details. I don't know, guys. The details are not in there. I'd like to see more about it. That's the whole freaking article. You're echoing. There's no details. I don't know, guys. The details are not in there. You got to mute the YouTube that you're. That's the whole freaking article. You're echoing. There's no details. You're echoing. I don't know, guys.
Oh, hold
the
on.
Details are not in there. You got to mute.
There.
There we go. Good deal.
Oh, damn. And I finally got a webcam that's actually connected to the computer, connected to Ethernet. So now it shouldn't be
pixelated and shit, right?
Yeah, pixelated and 5-second delay like it was.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's tough, man. But I was just talking about the Biden stimulus package and what's in there, and it pretty much says that it's up shit creek without a paddle, with that $15 an hour minimum wage attached to it. And the stimulus checks, man, I could use it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here.
I could use it. We could all use it. $1,400 more is better than $0. It should be $2,000, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
But these assholes, they can't even. Man, they just can't even tie their fucking shoes, dude.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, as far as like the minimum wage thing goes, upping it to a certain extent, I can get along with, because, like, I was doing some reading, and I guess back in like our grandparents' time, 1960-ish, the minimum wage was around $1 an hour, something like that, and translated into modern day, that's like $9.50, $10 an hour. So, like, that kind of thing I can get along with, just upping it for inflation, keeping up with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see the idea behind putting it at $15 an hour, but just the whole business world relies on cheap labor to keep going.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, it's not today. It'd be 10 today, 11 next year, 12 the next year, 13, 14, 15. They get their way up there. Give them 4 years.
Yeah.
That's plenty of warning. And by the time you get 15, it's going to be worth like $13.50. Let's be real.
Oh yeah.
So it's not even that big of a thing. And who's to say? Now here's my thing. Who's to say that $1.25 an hour in 1960 was enough? I'm not saying they're right either. That's the thing. I'm not defaulting their authority. 1960, they also didn't want black people voting.
Very true.
So they didn't know shit. I don't default to those old fuckers back then either.
Yeah.
They weren't right.
Yeah. Although, as far as I can tell, as far as money goes, you could pay for college on roughly minimum wage job, like a cashier at a grocery store, as a summer job. So it was enough for that. So, you know.
Yeah, that's back when college was cheaper, though. College is so
very true.
To go to, let's say, like I live in Michigan, where an in-state college like University of Michigan is a quality education. For 4 years is like $80,000 base, just tuition, not room and board, not $80,000, man. Books and that shit, $80,000. There's no summer job that can help pay for that one.
No, like.
It takes you
maybe Donald Trump had a summer job being an executive at one of his daddy's, slums,
Yeah.
Would make that much. But, yeah, I get your point. And I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. I haven't done research like an hour ago like I would if I was prepared to come on here. So,
yeah. But, hey, you should join us, man. If you can get a signal, man, jump in here with us, man. I haven't talked to you in a while. I want to talk to you, brother. He's the one that got the website yangwasright.com. Let me look him up. Oops.
And man, I need some better lighting. I look horrendous.
Well, the problem is your light's coming from behind you.
Yeah.
The light source in front of you.
Oh, hold on.
Bam. Turn off the one behind you now.
Well, let me see. Does this do anything?
There it is.
Hooray!
Let me find. Yeah, man. Where'd he go? Oh shit. But yeah, man, he should jump in with us, man. But yeah, we got some real problems coming up with that kind of stuff. And to me, if we had universal health care, then they could afford to pay $15 an hour. Right?
Oh yeah, no kidding.
That's it. Get universal health care. Take that off the employer's backs. Then they can focus on purely resources for pay.
Yeah.
That's it. Our taxes we have enough tax money to pay for health care. It's not that fucking hard. Pass health care. Now the employers don't have to provide it no more. They have a public option. If I own a small business of say 10, 20 employees, it's a pretty big business, but it's still a small business on the grand scheme of things.
Right.
You have 20 employees and you pay $500 a month for their health care, and they got to pay $500 a month for the health care times 20.
Yep.
Say 10 just to be easy. That's $10,000 a month for 20 employees. Jesus Christ. So we get rid of that. Now they have $10,000 a month they could use for other benefits, like paid time off, longer time off for having children. They could even like help with like proper gear for your work for whatever your job is, and then to pay people proper, man. Then you keep people. Offer a pension again. What do you know?
Oh yeah, like
I think in the past.
Oh yeah, like there are times I'm so jealous of my grandfather, who he worked at a non-skilled factory job, basically doing. He worked at a place that made electric motors, right? So he'd take these motor casings, which weighed about 75 pounds each, off the conveyor belt and put them on a rack, and got a rack filled and wheeled it into a furnace, and that's it.
Yeah,
he was able to raise 4 kids plus me, have a hot rod, a house, and a family, all on that one paycheck.
Yep. Well, because housing was a lot cheaper back then too. Like right now, I pay $900 a month for rent
Oh yeah, like
and
the house.
$1,000 a month in child support. It's fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, like we moved into the house that he's in now back in 2000, and it's in a nice neighborhood by the schools. It's not a suburb. The town isn't big enough for a real suburb, but
Yeah.
it's near the place we call Snob Hill on a non-skilled factory paycheck.
Yeah, that's a thing of the past, man.
And retired, middle class with a pension.
Yeah, all those jobs are gone, man. Like I worked at Bosch, a factory job. I could have stayed there if I'd have stayed there up to right now, I'd probably have I'd have like 20 years in by now. I could have damn near had a pension if I would have made the cut, which I wouldn't have because they cut from 1,500 employees down to 50. I wouldn't have made it either way. But yeah, those jobs are gone, man. Those jobs are A-OK. They're gone. What part of Indiana are you in again, Hardy Hat?
The northeast part, kind of in the Fort Wayne area.
Fort Wayne. Okay, yeah, I was just in Mishawaka today.
Oh, how about that?
Yep. Went to dinner with my girlfriend and shit.
Hot damn.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, how's it going, brother?
I'm doing all right. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing good, man.
Fighting the good fight?
There we go. That'll help. Put this
Something like that.
So where
Already had. Hey, man, how's it going? You have a Twitter handle I might know?
Me?
Yeah.
I do have a Twitter, but I really don't use it. Like,
okay, that's why. I've been mainly on Twitter for the last year and a half, so.
Right.
But yeah, it's
basically
definitely
YouTube
good to talk to you guys. I was watching the show earlier, and I know that Mia was having some internet issues, so.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I went to jump in, and then he joined, and I was like, well, he may not want two guests at the same time.
No, man. I want more people, dude, because this is a ad lib thing, and we can talk about shit, you know. And now, where are you at right now, Anthony?
I live in Alabama in Irondale, which is like
That's right.
20 minutes from Birmingham.
Yep. I got family down in Phoenix City, Alabama.
Yeah, actually, somebody was messaging me. I think that was asking me about Phoenix, and I was like, wait, is that here? It's like, I didn't even know that was a city in this state.
So,
but I'm like towards the center of the state.
Yeah, Phoenix City is like a sister city or twin city to Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah, okay.
Right across because that's where my family's from. I was born in Columbus, Georgia, and all my great grandparents lived in Phoenix City, Alabama, and the rest of them lived in Georgia. That's all I know about Alabama and Georgia, except for Atlanta.
Where are you at? You're in Michigan, aren't you?
Yeah, yep, Southwest Michigan. Yep. Yeah, I'm probably about an hour from Hardy Hat then.
Is it really the hellhole that they portray it as, or are there really nice parts still of Michigan?
It depends on the weather.
Okay, I hear because I hear about Alabama, it's a swamp and all that. It's not really like that, so you never know.
No, dude. 9 months out of the year, this is the best place on earth, honestly, because we don't get tornadoes that much. We don't get hurricanes. We don't get no. You go ahead, Hardy Hat. You're good, brother. Yeah, we don't get tornadoes. The worst thing we get in the summer is a lot of sun out near us. It gets really humid, super humid because of the lake, right? But then in the winter, the lake affects snow, and it really kicks our ass.
Yeah, down here, if it snows, it's about however long it's on the road, everything's shut down. Up there, you guys have trucks that are prepared for it. They don't care here.
Luckily, I have a company vehicle that's all-wheel drive Subaru, and so I've never been stuck, man. And
you're like, I'm not getting stuck nowhere.
Luckily,
man. You do home hospice, is that right?
Home care. I don't do hospice. I have hospice patients, but I work for a healthcare provider.
Gotcha.
But we have a hospice branch, but I see maybe 1 or 2 hospice patients a month at the most. But
is your career something that is subject to automation? I mean, most are, but is it
not currently, because you have to go in person. Physical therapy requires physical assistance from a human. Now I could see it becoming more like the rural stuff could be automated away with like one of those, like if we like me personally, if I owned this business, I'd say, let's send out a therapist to evaluate the patient and teach the family how to assist them, and then have a video conference and say, stand on the side for safety, do these exercises, and then the family can intervene and save me from traveling 50 miles one way to go see one patient out in the middle of fucking nowhere, which I
and hopefully we'd have a basic income by that point, so that it wouldn't, there would be family members who were able to do that.
Right.
Because as it stands now, there's not normal. Well, you're in the profession, there's not always somebody there for that kind of
No.
assistance.
No. But you can make that a requirement to say, okay, if you're going to do home care and you live in the middle of goddamn nowhere, you can't expect us to come 3 days a week when you're driving 50 miles one way. We do that now because that's just what the demand is. It's just what it is. So luckily, I am in a field where I'm pandemic proof almost, where like when home care slowed down, I just volunteered to work in the COVID ICU because there's a job there.
Yeah.
COVID floor in the COVID emergency room. I volunteered to work there. I shaved my beard off and everything, put on a damn mask, But I did that for
that did not scare the shit out of you, huh? That would have scared the fucking hell out of me, man.
It's because of my military training. I know a little more than most coming into it, where I know how to get a proper seal. I know the ins and outs of the hygiene part of it, about touching things. Because in the military, you got to do a thing called CBR training, chemical, biological, and radiological warfare, where if they blow a bomb up in the damn sky and it pollutes our clouds, that's a sign of CBR, like it's chemical warfare. And so we had to do a whole lot more training on this shit. And luckily I have that background where I feel a little more comfortable and I'm in I will not say tip top shape. I'm 215. That's a problem. But I will say I'm in damn good health because I'm on 0 medications. I don't have any kind of lung issues. I'm not morbidly obese with diabetes. So if I get it, I feel like I'm going to be the 99%.
Right.
And then of the 99%, I think I'll be the other 70% that doesn't have any kind of long-term effects that we know of yet. And I say yet because this is a virus which can mutate, which already has mutated, but also it can have also weird lingering effects that we've already shown is hardening of the heart and the artery walls, some brain scarring, some lung scarring, which will be long-term effects. We just don't have enough information yet to determine that because we got to do studies, man. That's why the FDA takes 3 to 5 years to make a vaccine because we have to put those safety rails up, and now we're taking those down because we have to. We just don't have a choice. I'm one of the lucky ones. That's why I do donations when I can, and I try and help people in any way I can because I'm one of the lucky ones, man.
Well, you say that, but you're still doing a hard job and putting yourself and by extension your family in some way. You know what I'm saying? You're still out there risking it. So I appreciate you looking at it in that way because a lot of people have just completely given up.
Oh yeah, man,
totally given up.
Dude, I go into some homes, they just don't give a shit no more. They're like, whatever, man. I ain't left my house in 3 months. I'm not. What's the point?
And you're for single payer, is that right, or just a change in?
I'm in a long-term single payer is the best option at the end. But how we get there, I differ from, let's say, Bernie's single payer timetable. I think we should use the open market to pressure, and with a caveat: if you're in Congress, you have to take it. This is not an option. You want to do public servant, fucking serve.
Well, they
golden parachute bullshit.
You remember back when I supported Bernie and Cenk Uygur was like harassing Tim Ryan about, isn't it? It's Cadillac healthcare you guys have. Why not give it to everybody?
Yeah, man.
So
for sure,
I definitely agree.
But to me, you got to incentivize good behaviors, right?
Right.
You incentivize the package, the Medicare they give us, to be good enough for them. I agree with Cenk on that, 100%. But if we have a public option, and right now I did the math, about $9,500 a year for healthcare, because I pay $500 a month, and I pay $3,500 out of pocket a year before they kick in for the deductible. Which means I'm always paying constantly, but it winds up being
for real. And you work in the sector. You think you would have some kind of break there.
No, they still got to make money. It's a for-profit system. That's part of the problem. But right now I pay $9,500 a year, $500 a month, plus $3,500 out of my pocket per year, about $9,500, right? So if the public option says, okay, here's Medicare, boys, if you want this with your pay scale, you got to pay $500 a month still, but no out of pocket. That's a win for me.
Yeah,
I save $3,500 a year. I'm good. Now, if you say, here's your Medicare for all public option. If you pay for this, you're gonna have less coverage and more risk. Fuck you. I'm out. I opt out. Fuck you, man. I got a better deal now. It's like saying you want to switch boyfriends or some shit that beats the shit out. He punches you, but this one kicks you. You're like, really? Don't kick me or punch me. Like, fuck, give me a hug. You know, like, goddamn, give me a hug. And so that's why I think we have the public option, and no matter what Congress passes, they have to take it. If they don't like it, get the fuck out of Congress. No one's twisting your arm. Cry me a goddamn river, bitches. So that's how I see it. Public option with the caveat that Congress, including the president on down, has to take it. If you're a public servant.
Ooh, that's gonna be a hard sell.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
We need more ballot initiatives that have more effect. Honestly, that would be a good start. However, I don't even know how that happens, though. That's the problem. Is I've been immersed in politics for over 10 years, and I don't even know how to do a ballot initiative. You know?
Well, it depends on what. Like in a ballot initiative in a state like Michigan has direct access, right? So we can go. I can decide. Which I have decided. I want ranked choice voting on the ballot in 2022. I have to organize with the ranked Michigan people for the state of Michigan to get X amount of signatures. It goes on the ballot. We decide. That's it. You know,
that's nice. I don't know. I don't think it's like that here. I'll have to check though.
There's 27 states and 1 territory that has direct access. I did a whole video breakdown on that. Oh man, when was that? Oh, let's see here. I did it. Oh, not on that one. On the other one.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. Maybe like 3 or 4 months ago. But I wonder if I can search my own channel. Direct democracy. I know it's what it's called. There it is. So yeah, I did this 2 months ago. I did this whole thing about all the states that are direct democracy. And there's different forms of it. So some have direct democracy, like I said, where we can just get signatures and it goes on a ballot. Then there's other states that says if you get the signatures, it can't go directly on the ballot. It goes to Congress. Now, if Congress doesn't act on it within X amount of days, then it goes on the ballot.
Okay.
There's 3 different ways. I can't remember all of them. It's in that.
I'll go watch it. Yeah.
But yeah, it's all about the different. And Puerto Rico is one of them too. Puerto Rico should be a fucking state, and Washington D.C. should be a state. Reverend
if
Williams.
They have that, it's kind of sad they're not already. Are they able to make themselves a state with that, or is that okay?
So
okay.
Puerto Rico's considered a territory. Now here's the fucking twist. Puerto Rico can vote in the primaries, right, for the president, but not the general.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's as stupid as a bag of hammers.
I've never seen the results. I guess it's probably not really heralded by many people, but I've never seen that. That's funny. So for Dems and Republicans, huh?
Yeah. So Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens, naturalized, born here. They can run for president, but they can't vote for president. What the flying fuck?
Unless they're living in the mainland, right?
No. They can run for president. They're citizens, but they cannot vote in the state of in the territory of Puerto Rico for the president of the United States.
Right.
Primary, but not the general.
Wait a minute. So you can live there and run for president?
Yeah. You're a resident.
That's very bizarre.
But you can't vote. You can vote in the primary, but not the general.
Okay, well, we need to find a rich Puerto Rican, make him Yang Gang. You know?
Challenge the shit out of that system. Well, it's just as silly as the penny. Get the fuck out of here with the penny. Cost 1.7 cents to make a penny. How dumb is that? And nickels can go by too. Let's go back to the tens.
Yeah, I've thought about if I ran here. There's so many things like that are stupid that conservatives would get on. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. In Alabama, you say, hey, let's stop making pennies. Why? Because it costs too much. Okay.
It's one of two things. It's either somebody like Whoopi Goldberg saying, don't take my pennies away, which was funny during the campaign. Or it's somebody like you're saying, and they're like, yes, get rid of the pennies immediately.
Well, you go to a gas station, it's like $2.13.99. Man, get the fuck out of here. That's $2.14, bro.
Rounding, it's basic math. Come on, why can't they do it?
It's basically stupid ass marketing. I understand why they do it. It's $2.13.99. It sounds better by 0.101 cent. It's just dumb. But that's just typical. That's how dumb they think we really are. And that's how dumb we really are.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the times, yeah.
And hidden sales tax. That. Only for $19.99. You know, it's like, no, just make it $20.
Yeah, and there's a service fee and a da 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 fee and this and that tax. Yeah, it's all.
Yang is not in favor of a flat tax, right? Like he doesn't. I guess he wants to or change the IRS enough that it kind of evens out. But
well, he just wants to introduce a VAT that taxes on consumption.
Right, that's true.
Not on income.
Yeah.
Well, and as far as tax goes, I really did like that one guy you had on here who was running for Congress in Illinois, I think, who was talking about that 0.1% on.
Yeah. They're coming back too. Oh shit! It's called the Humanity First for Illinois.
Yeah.
They're actually going to be coming back. They just reached out to me. Oh shit! That reminds me. I gotta look up my calendar.
He's like,
it looks like you have a physical calendar over here with a bunch of shit written on it that you keep looking at.
I got that calendar, then I got my DMs I got to go back to. Oh, shit. Go ahead, guys. I got to find this shit, man.
All righty. What were you saying, Hardy?
He was saying that a tax of 0.1% on the smallest, or one of the smallest, I think, commodities that are traded for futures in Chicago could fund a UBI for the entire state of Illinois.
Wow.
Like a flat, like 1% tax for all future trading could probably do that for the whole country and have change left over.
So there's the answer when you hear, how do we pay for it? Well, it's not that difficult state by state. Here's how.
1% tax on all commodity trading. I would bet a shiny new penny that
costs 1.7 cents.
Yeah. Yeah, that would possibly fund a $2,000 UBI for the whole country and have money left over.
No, the thing is, in Illinois, it works in Illinois because of the limited number, right? And they have the 5th largest stock exchange in the world. That's why it works for Illinois.
Yeah, probably just below London, Beijing, and New York, and somebody else.
Still, like you do that for all commodity trading, like even the smaller ones in various big cities in the U.S., like that would go a huge way into raising money for a UBI.
Yeah, I'm 100% on just all transactions on the stock market. All them motherfuckers.
Because all it is gambling.
Stop making pennies and give us a fucking penny. No, that's it. A penny.
Yeah.
1% of 1%. Holy shit balls. You know? And like, so if you bought $1 million in a stock, it's $1 million and 10,000.
Which happens every day.
Oh, they don't even fucking know 10,000. 10,000. Get that shit out of my face, you peasants.
That's chump change.
10,000. Go to them.
It's so funny, but
it's like, holy.
Go ahead. Yeah. It's funny because I don't. Sorry, there's a weird delay.
Okay, Anthony, go ahead.
But no, it's just like Pelosi has 2 $10,000 fridges. She thinks that's normal, but it's also like, does she really realize how much $10,000 is? Or it's funny. I don't know. I can't tell. Are these people really out of touch or not?
Yeah,
I still, after all these years, I can't tell.
When you don't pay for flights across the country for a living, you don't get it. You don't fly coach, you don't get it. When you have a private detail, you don't get it. When you have a fucking ice cream fridge for a particular ice cream that you have 3 years supply of your fucking ice cream, Nancy Pelosi, kiss my ass.
Yeah, I guess in a way they couldn't help but be out of touch after 40 years of that.
Exactly. And more than half of her life, she's been an elitist.
Term limits, people. Term limits.
Bingo. Well,
that's the number one nonpartisan issue to me is term limits, because people are tired of the 80, 90-year-olds.
Well, and that's the thing is in Michigan, we have term limits. I think they're too short. I think they're too short. Every 2 fucking years, you run for another election? You're just
they do.
Running for election is stupid. So you can only run 3 terms in the Senate and 3 terms in the House. That's it. 6 years. And the governor gets 2.
And that's a shame. That means Rashida Tlaib is the next one is her last time she can run. I guess that's what that would mean. Rashida Tlaib, she's Michigan, right?
Yep. But here's the thing: she can go Congress for 6 years, then Senate.
True.
Yeah. But no. Taliba's U.S. Congress, not state.
Oh, so states. It's just
state
okay.
legislators. Yeah. So state legislation has term limits. They're on federal job guarantee, as you call it. Jesus Christ. But yeah.
Yeah,
so
the federal job guarantee.
You got it, man. But that's the thing. Like we have that. We just ended gerrymandering. We're having an independent board committee to draw the maps. I don't even know what district I could run in yet. Not until this December. But yeah, so we're pretty progressive as a state legislatively, but not. And the House is mostly 80% Republicans because all the counties up north, like northern Michigan, is just pure Trump country. Rebel flags. Like,
is that where Flint is?
Yeah, same here.
Flint is over by Detroit, east side.
Okay.
Yep. So the east side of the state is very, 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 very blue, and the rest of it isn't. It's just like
neither one's helping that much, I suppose. But
there's just so many people in the Detroit area that it overwhelms the rest of them because it's so rural up north. I mean, it's really, really like you go up north, you don't have cell signal for probably like an hour if you're going between cities, like nothing. It's just all trees, man. There's a really forest reserve up there, so there's just no cell phone towers.
That's really bad because it's not even like that here in most places. You know, it was 10, 15 years ago, but I wouldn't expect that right way up north like that.
Well, you go up north, man, there's no cell reception unless there's Traverse City, which is a huge. So, you know how Michigan's shaped like this? I'm way down here. Traverse is way up here. There's a big city there, and then there's a couple of cities along the way. Then there's like Lansing's in the middle. All this shit, it's
all Trump country.
Super,
and it's not gonna switch back either unless we really do something major. It's probably not gonna switch back at all, but a UBI or something would help. We get, even a tuition, public. What am I trying to say? Public tuition-free school would help because people would at least be around different people than they are.
Turn into damn liberal sissies in college.
Yeah, go to Marxist school and
they're turning our frogs gay.
It's funny because I remember when Glenn Beck was on Fox back in 2009 and through the 2010s, and it seemed like he was crazy, and he was, but now it's like mainstream. Like that would seem normal compared to now.
He's considered the logical one, the reasonable one.
Yeah, the one who was like, well, I guess Obama wasn't that bad.
Yeah, he wasn't from Kenya after all.
Yeah,
fucking idiots.
God damn. And I remember when those were the biggest problems I had with Republicans. What a change.
Let's have a moment of silence for Rush Limbaugh. Okay, then now that's over.
All right, yeah, moving along.
Moving on. That piece of shit.
Yeah, they were talking about him like he was like better than Reagan at CPAC. Did you watch any of CPAC?
No.
It was hard. It was so hard.
I want to do like a video breakdown and kind of make fun of it a little bit on TikTok just for shits and giggles. That's where I have fun on TikTok, man. It's okay. If any of you guys, I know Anthony, you're on TikTok. I made the funniest fucking thing ever. I think it's funny. It made me laugh. I did. Have you guys seen Sling Blade, first of all?
Yeah. Well, I know of it, but I haven't seen it in a long time.
Oh my fucking God. You got to watch it. So there's a character named Carl on there, and he talks really weird. I did a Sling Blade karaoke Kanye West.
What?
Wow. That is an interesting mashup.
That's right.
Okay, so
can you show
I've never
us
seen the movie, but I know the references. How do you mix those two?
I'll show you.
Like, it should be physically impossible.
Nope. Oh shit! How do I find that?
I'm scared.
I think you can go to TikTok on the computer because I was surprised, but it works on the computer.
Let me see if I can pull it. You can watch it, but you can't post, right?
I think so. Yeah, it's just a website that you can watch on. Because I was surprised because Vine or whatever back in the day didn't have a website.
Okay, you guys are gonna have a goddamn fucking fit and you see this shit, man. Oh my God. It made me laugh so hard. I couldn't believe I was doing it. I was like, this is fucking gold.
I'm scared because Boyce has a fucked up sense of humor sometimes, which I love about you, man.
I definitely have some twisted shit about me.
I watch a lot of Rising and stuff, so it shocks me when I come to watch you, and you're like, "Fuck these Democrats."
Oh, sorry guys. Hold on. Let's start this shit over. Okay, so again, this is Sling Blade Karaoke, Kanye West. It's a weird combination, but I might do an entire fucking album. Every song that Kanye's done on an album just for shits and giggles. Oh, fuck off. There we go.
Karaoke. Tonight I'm going to talk about my favorite artist, Kanye West. His song is Heartless. I don't understand women these days. I'm going to kick a couple bars around.
Kick some bars.
Let's kick the tires and let's have some fun, boys. Here we go. So cold as a winter wind when the breeze, yo. Get some memory, you talking to me, yo. You need to watch the way you talking to me, yo. I mean, after all the things we've been through. I mean, after all
it's only a minute. Bear with me.
You know there's some things that you ain't told me. That you are there some things, but that's the whole me. I know you don't show me, so you'll walk around like you don't know me. I got a new friend when I got homies, but in the end it's still so lonely. Carl, yay, bitch. Like, this is me.
Fucking Carl, yay. Okay.
Oh my god.
Really,
That was
don't
so
drop
funny.
down and say hi.
Dude. I was laughing so hard trying to make that. I must have did that 5 or 6 times. I started laughing. I'm like, fuck, man, what am I doing? Holy shit.
TikTok is a lot of fun, and I don't even care if I'm giving CCP all my information. They can have it. They were going to get it anyway.
They already got it. Let's be.
Yeah, they were going to get it anyway.
I'm not worth stealing from. Fuck you.
You know, when
What am I
when
doing?
their autonomous robots fly over to take the country in 2052,
Yeah.
then they'll know who I am. You know,
I owe
sorry.
I owe $23,000 in federal student loans. Good luck, fuckers.
You're like, oh well, take it.
Take my identity. I fucking dare you.
It's funny. There were those news articles. They were like, if you talk bad about Trump, then China's boosting your TikTok. I was like, damn, why haven't mine been boosted? Shit. I want a
guys,
million views.
let me show you another funny one. I made fun of this girl who thinks she's the shit. She's a Trump supporter.
Hmm.
Biden,
Like this?
Hold on, let me go back to the beginning. It's funny.
if you can say Biden,
Like this? Biden?
one,
Clinton?
if you can say Pelosi,
Pelosi?
you can say Trump.
Trump.
Say his name.
Say his name.
Say his
Oh yeah, say it louder for me, Daddy.
Say his name correctly.
What was she even talking about?
You can say Biden.
I got issues, man. I got
What
issues.
was she talking about? Who's not saying Trump? Is she talking about because they're saying the former guy or whatever?
They're saying that no, he's not my president. He's not my president. You know. And
Oh,
so I don't care why she said it. She said it in a dumb way, and I had to point it out.
She did, yeah.
We'll
Stay
say
Wow.
Trump.
name.
We'll say Trump correctly when he says China correctly.
Shit.
China.
China.
He can pronounce anything correctly, man. He just reads off a teleprompter and shifts both ways. Fucking weirdo.
And plays the accordion.
Yeah,
He's
man.
eating so much Sudafed. It's insane, dude.
There's
Have you
meth.
ever seen that?
There's being meth brewed in his stomach as we speak. He just don't know it.
Yeah, for real. He's gonna live to be 150, but he's gonna look like he's 200.
Oh, God,
you
no.
know?
Yeah,
Don't scare me like that.
He's rich, you know. He'll probably get a Neuralink. He'll probably be around for a while. Probably forever.
man.
He'll probably be around forever.
I think he's
Shut
gonna be
up.
in court
Shut
for
up.
the
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
I think he'll be in court for the next decade without a chance to run.
Hey, look, if it's him or Marjorie Taylor or Josh Hawley, I kind of prefer him. I mean, he's terrible, but those people are unbearable to me. I can't stand Josh Hawley. I can't
All
stand
three of them
Marjorie
are
Taylor.
easily defeated. I'm okay with all three of them being the candidates. They're all three easily defeated.
I just don't think so. I think if the Democrats really don't do recurring relief or Medicare for all or legalize weed or all of the above, they get slaughtered in 2 years because it always swings back and forth.
It depends, man. Yeah, it typically, yeah.
I also think Kamala will be president shortly before after the midterms. That would be
It'll be after because he's got to serve 2 years in 1 day.
Right.
And she can serve out his term, then serve 2 more if she wants to run.
Please don't let this happen. So, you know.
Let's think about this. She didn't win California. Andrew Yang won and beat her in California. So get the fuck out of here. She ain't
he beat her, but I think that poll was before I knew who he was. If I'm not mistaken, that had happened before I swapped over, or not knew who he was before I was Yang Gang. So that's really.
It's after she dropped out, technically.
No, I swear to God that there was a poll he beat her there like early on, like the summer of. But I could be wrong. But either way, it was embarrassing. It was pretty bad.
Either way, she's in California. She didn't come in third. She came in like fourth or fifth in her own state.
It would be like if Josh Hawley ran and beat Gavin Newsom. You know, like people don't like Tucker Carlson polls higher than Hawley right now. That's the other thing is a Trump endorsement is the most powerful one there is because you're sending 75 million people, you know, to somebody. I don't know. I really think that it's either Trump or Trump Jr. Trump Jr. sounded like he was setting up to run.
Yeah, and that scares me because that means old man Trump is going to be at the wheel again. Only this time we can't directly go for him.
Cokehead Jr. has no chance. 0 chance. What has he done?
Have you ever seen him on Fox?
Name one thing he's done.
I know, but it's all about the rhetoric. And unfortunately, that's, you know, it got Trump. I mean, just Trump signing that first stimulus got him 5 million Latino votes. That's, you know, that's what we're working with here. People aren't paying attention. They're just saying, am I being helped or not?
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, it's the cult of Trump, not the Republican Party anymore.
Well, that's only about 30% of it, though. As far as the Republican, there's like Trump loyalist cult members. That's about 30%, is roughly what they're guessing, right?
Yeah, that's true. But there's a move.
Let's say it's 50%. Okay. Trump Jr. has 0 wins on any front whatsoever in his life. He's a trust fund baby. He is so easily squashed. I would fucking destroy him on a debate stage. The guy's a fucking clown. I wouldn't again.
So you would be confident in Kamala Harris beating Donald Trump Jr.
I'm not confident in Kamala Harris or Kamala. I hope I say it right.
Kamala. It's Kamala. Yeah, I had to learn this too long ago. I'm sorry.
But I'm going to leave it be.
I think Harris doesn't stand a chance against anybody. I don't think she'll win. If anyone primaries her, she loses. Period.
Yeah, but the left won't primary her, so she'll be the nominee.
Well, the progressive left would. Tulsi?
It just depends if the establishment allows it, though. You know what I'm saying? I guess when Andrew's like, it's worse than you think, I take that as it's pretty much rigged in the primary stage. Like they have more control, you know what I'm saying, than they do, obviously, over the general. But I could be wrong. I mean, I would hope she'd be primaried, but I guess I just don't have a lot of faith in that.
Yeah, but Kamala versus Trump Jr., I'm still taking Kamala, dude.
Oh yeah, no, I would. Oh, believe me, I'm not voting for anyone on the right that I
No, not even voting. I'm saying I think she'll win.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I think she would win because just because she's vice president, that's damn near a 1-to-1 turnover. You know, when it comes down to the voting.
I mean, she's probably, if we're being honest, president right now in a lot of ways. If I had to guess, I could be wrong, but
yeah.
Well, you wouldn't think so. If she's the establishment's pick, you don't think Joe would have just been the person they used to get her into position?
It's possible, but
that's a little conspiratorial.
Like the establishment picked Joe as their golden boy.
Did you guys miss the media blackout? It's not conspiratorial. You know what's going on.
As far as I'm saying, like to say that the DNC is pulling the strings in a part of, we're going to have Joe win so we can get Kamala in.
Not have Joe win, but run Joe because he takes less heat than the first black woman candidate would. You know what I'm saying? If you put Joe at the top of the ticket, well, here's what we know. We know that they chose Kamala, or Joe chose Kamala because she's an establishment pick. He likes Warren better, but the establishment likes Kamala. Those were reports for months.
Well, she
so we
checks-
know they at least intervened there.
Yeah, she checks one more box than Elizabeth Warren does.
Right.
It's all identity politics for these people.
And
So-
she's not really progressive at all, whereas Warren at least did, stick it to some big bad people for a while, at least in name.
I think they would have been okay with her being on the president and Biden being the VP again, as far as I'm concerned. It just checks.
They would have, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't really. That's what I mean, because conspiratorial as far as him winning or him running, and if he wins, it's a way of getting her in. I don't think it goes that far. They don't think that far ahead. Them motherfuckers barely think past the tip of their nose, as far as I'm concerned. But
Well, I don't know.
I understand why you.
There's some movers and shakers in there that are thinking long term, but not the DNC. The DNC's a fucking joke. Luckily,
I get why you say that, but Joe was the one who could take the most heat from Trump, and they have been pushing him for the longest. So I have to give it up to him. They if they didn't know that, they picked the right guy, because the mainstream media was always pro Joe. It was always Joe more than Pete and more than Kamala.
Yeah, but I don't think Joe had a chance if this pandemic didn't hit. It doesn't matter what.
That's true. That's true.
I don't think anybody had a
pandemic really did help things as far as
that.
So to me,
not help, but you know what I mean.
Strategy. Yeah, they're a losing strategy. But now they have Jamie Harrison, who's the chair of the DNC. So it's interesting because he is Yang Gang in a 50-50 way.
Kinda, yeah.
So we'll see what that looks like. How does that play out in the midterms? And then 2024, we'll see, man. Because Jamie Harrison was a fucking great debater against that turd cutter Lindsey Graham. Yeah, he did a really good job. I actually downloaded that whole video. I actually picked it apart, answer for answer, question for question. He did a good job, man. And I can see why they put him up there, because he's a damn good speaker. And again, checking boxes, identity politics, same old shit.
Right.
But yeah, I think the midterms can be interesting because it could be a fucking landslide either way.
You mentioned Gabbard. I guess I want to say Gabbard like the Australian people do. You mentioned Tulsi Gabbard. Have you not heard that you're not allowed to like her anymore? Apparently, that's what I get every time I talk about her. So.
I still like her. I don't agree with her. The biggest pushback I have on her, or my critique of her now, is that she tried to push through that that identity politics bullshit Chapter 9 thing on her last breath.
It's called transphobic, right? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, the transphobic. It's like saying your genitalia determines what sport you play. Package.
And Trump brought that up at CPAC and was talking about quote unquote real women in sports and men. It's just my biggest thing was why is this being brought up at CPAC? Like, don't get me wrong, it's cultural. I understand. I mean, I get it. But at the other side of it, this has nothing to do with the economy. This has nothing to do with people's lives. This is the stupidest. So for her or him or whoever, like, don't bring that. Like, if you're Joe Rogan, okay, but anyone else, like, I don't know what they're doing, dude.
Well, and Joe Rogan, I agree with him a little bit, is the far of, I don't want to see someone have an unfair advantage and beating the shit out of another woman. Like, I really have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Because like it or not, this shit is kind of weird as far as I can decide today to change my trajectory and start taking hormone replacements or whatever, right? And then I can, in some states, I can automatically change my identity and have so much testosterone in my system and go beat the shit out of a woman in a cage, or break the all-time record in deadlifting or whatever, or beat them in a 100-yard dash or some bullshit. But for Tulsi, that's her last hurrah.
Right.
Fucked with me. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm done with Tulsi for a minute. That really pissed me off. I was like, that's fucked up. Why?
Now, I will tell you, just today. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I would say just today I saw that tweet about Hillary Clinton she posted. You can't like it anymore. I mean, I literally took a video of myself liking it, and it unlikes it. So, not to be mean to Jack, the tweet about she calls Hillary a warmonger and, queen of the right. Yeah, it's a great tweet.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I love Jack. I love Twitter, but there's some fuckity shit going on with that because you can watch it in real time.
I like Rogan's face. There's some fuckery going on.
Yes.
I'm a huge Joe Rogan fan. First of all, Joe Rogan, Seth Andrews with The Thinking Atheist and Sam Harris are the 3 podcasters that inspired me to start my own.
Really?
Oh yeah, those are the 3 that.
I know 2 out of 3. I don't know what was the middle one. Sam
Harris. Oh, The Thinking Atheist is Seth Andrews.
Seth Andrews. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
it's called The Thinking Atheist. And so me being an outward atheist, that's the first one I wanted to look for, get some information. I found Richard Dawkins and what's the hell?
Oh, that must have been a while ago then. If that was.
Oh yeah, you're talking at least 10 years ago.
How long have you been doing that podcast?
Only 2 years.
Okay. I was like, geez, this guy's been doing a podcast for 10 years.
No, if I'm in a podcast,
Gotcha.
I only got 3,000 subscribers in 10 years, I'm a fucking loser. No shade on anybody else.
I hear you.
Jeez.
I see some musicians with 500 subscribers that are like rapper after 10 years, and I'm like, buddy, it's not working. It's not working.
Or YouTube isn't your thing, man. You got to find Spotify. You got to find a different platform. I get more views on fucking TikTok than YouTube.
Yeah.
Think about that. I made those videos of the Trickle Up. I made little clips of it. They're getting like thousands of fucking views.
Yep.
Because the attention economy is short. It's a 1-minute clip.
Yeah, that's why even though I've moved to doing more live streams now, I'll be honest, I really feel like I have a bigger effect with short videos because people will share that, people will watch that, but a live stream is, you know, and it's a different thing. You're building a fan base over time, obviously. Mm-hmm. It's not the same people. But yeah, if you're just trying to get views, man, 30 seconds a minute, that's what people want to see.
Well, I think there's, like, for me, this is the strategy I'm taking with the Trickle Up here is live streaming is how you build a community.
Mm-hmm.
I did it on my own channel. I did live streams on a regular basis. I built a community, recurring people. The same people keep coming. That's my family. That's my people. Hardy Hat, always here. From way back, man. Way back, at least 1.5 years ago. Elizabeth Norris, Che, God damn, who else?
I do know that I was watching your stuff when you were phone banking for Yang.
Oh, yeah, that's 1 year. Right there, he's been out for over 1 year.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
like,
I haven't checked, but is Paget all right? I don't think she's uploaded in a minute.
No, she's taking a timeout for mental health.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little timeout. Yeah.
I don't blame her. She's been going hard for a long time.
She was supposed to get married again. She
her
delayed
and Steve.
So yeah, her and Steve were supposed to get married last year, and they delayed it by 1 year, and now they can't get married this fucking year. You know, like everything's getting pushed back, and I understand, man. And she's been going hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and she was already doing her own series and stuff before.
Yeah,
that's right. She had went on an audition too. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Oh well, wish her well. We all love her, but you got to do what you got to do. So.
Yep. Well, luckily for me, I'm at a place in life. My kids are older, and they don't need me to be micromanaging them. They come and go as they please. I can come home. Like my girlfriend, I didn't do shit all weekend because I actually took the weekend off. I said, me and my girlfriend are going to do some stuff. Friday night, I was on a UBI panel with the California Yang Gang. It's called Nerds Policy or some shit like that. Nerd Policy on Fridays. I did that panel. That was fun. But then after that, it was just me and my girlfriend Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I got home tonight and said, okay, now let's get back to it. And she understands that I'm a busy person with this stuff. And, you know, for the next 4 days, I have live stream scheduled and she can come over, but I got to take a couple hours and sit over here and she can go read a book. Literally, she reads a lot of books. I bought her 3 books today, man.
That's awesome.
Series of books, you know. But yeah, so like I'm gonna keep doing it, and I hope others do too. I like to see you, Anthony. You're doing more streams. I like that, and you're doing clips. So I think that's the secret sauce right now. Do okay, two ways. Live streaming builds a community. Clips get you views.
Yep.
And subs. So subs don't matter. I only had 3,000 subs, like 3,500 is the most I ever had for subs back in the heyday when the Yang campaign was booming. But I was still getting 30,000 views. So my subs really didn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've noticed that. Is you really have the set. Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
That's good. I'm just saying it's all about the title and the thumbnail. You got to make them click on it first.
Right. That's what I've noticed is that you really you have people have more reach as far as people than their subs anyway. They either get, less than their subs or way more anyway. Like if you've got 1 million subscribers, you're not getting 1 million views every video and vice versa. So yeah, that's a good tip. The thumbnail and tagging is really important. I've noticed.
Yeah. And timing.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys don't know about this, there's a free thing called TubeBuddy, and oh shit. What's
That
it
sounds
called?
like a different kind of website.
Well, yeah, careful how you search that term. But it's called TubeBuddy. You can put in a term like, okay, I'm gonna make a video about pizza. You type in pizza, and it shows you how much content's being made, what's the competition like,
Really?
what's the search history look like, and it gives you a score. So if it is, you look up pizza, there's a shit ton of competition and a moderate amount of search, right? Well, then you put in a new word like pizza organic or blah blah blah. So it breaks down, says, okay, oh, this has got doesn't have as much search, but it's got less competition.
Yeah, this is a niche you can actually get into.
You
Yeah.
find lanes, man. TubeBuddy and one of I can't remember what it's called, but it helps you find trends and competition versus search history, and it kind of lets you know if there's people looking for it, and then how much competition there is.
That is interesting.
So it helps you kind of fine tune. So you can. I can't remember the other one, but if you put in a term, it shows you this huge fucking graph, man. So you put in Andrew Yang, bam, here it is. Then it
Yeah,
says,
I don't remember what that was, but I remember what you're talking about.
it's a shit ton. So you can make like 60 different videos off of one topic if you just follow their chart. It tells you all the different ways. Like, it's amazing, but it takes time.
Yeah.
It'll take you a whole fucking day just to figure that out,
Yeah.
There are a few smaller channels I'm going to suggest that to that I really want them to maybe gain some more traction.
That's what I told
Yang Gang Roundtable's been doing it for almost a year. I don't know if you guys know, like Show
Yep.
Riley, and I
Yep,
mean they've been doing it for over a year now. Like they deserve way more than we, and we all do. We're all trying our best, but
the traffic's not there, man. Like I went from 5,000 to 10,000 views a video, if it's a good video, to about fucking 200. 1,000 was a good one.
But anything we can do and relate in some way, or even just get people's eyes on us to say, hey, also I do this other stuff,
Mhm.
it's good.
But that's why I got the Trickle Up, is so you can come there for one video and find all the other Yang Gang shit that's happening right now. So on our news section, it has the most recent thing is at the top, and it goes in reverse chronological order. You can go through and find shit of other channels. The problem is I got to figure out how to, like, I made that website from scratch. Like, so again, I'm a home care physical therapist assistant. Like, I don't know shit. So I had to learn how to make a website on Squarespace. And now I got to figure out how to put a search bar in there. So if you type in, Yang was right, it'll bring up all the articles that you're on there. Like, it should be able to do that.
Right.
I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but there's got to be a way. That's something I'll probably do this next weekend when I have time.
That is a good question. I have struggled a bit with Squarespace. It's intuitive, but it also takes some getting used to like what you're actually looking at.
Your website's on?
Yeah, mine is Squarespace as well.
There are some forums you can ask these types of questions on squarespace.com. You can go to the forum and ask questions, but I'm gonna look into it. But I want to be able, because right now there's TikTokers, right? That are all Yang Gang and UBI advocates. So I'll show you guys what I've done here. I'll show you how the sausage is made, if you will. This is the back end of Squarespace. This is how you make a website. So this is where, son of a bitch. Oh yeah, I'm live streaming, so it's kind of slow. So
you're like, what's going on?
So here's the pages section.
Such a pretty website. I love the design you guys have used.
Hey, dude, it took a while. It took a while. But yeah, so once we do all these videos, I make clips and I put up the thumbnails and all the goodies, right? So, but here's the thing. In the background, I've got this Yang Gang TikTok team. I'm trying to make a page for TikTokers. If you go to TikTok, you can find all the people that are on there.
Okay.
Then you can follow everyone. Look who's on there.
Oh, thank you. You're awesome.
So I've only got 4 of you guys on there so far, but I'm trying to build that up. So all I got to do is take this, drag it up here, and it goes live.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to work on this. So Anthony, if you want to get access, you can actually build out your own, like, here, let me go to the edit section. I'll kind of show you what you guys have been talking about. So, like Michael Patrick did his. This is the TikTok team. And here's Michael Patrick's thumbnail.
Gotcha. So he added all the stuff he wanted below his name.
He added this. And so Matthew Sherman, and then Cheyenne. Then
She's
you here.
awesome.
So you can go into here, and this is your section. You can say, okay. So right now I got this linked, and I got your website here, so I can actually link this, and I can actually put your link in here, right? So
Right.
that it'll come up, right? And then you can insert your bio, whatever you want to put down here, right? So that's what I'm trying to build out. And so I'll just need your email address, and I can send you, I can walk you through this sometime to actually add your own bio, and then you can share shit in here, man. Like you can create.
Okay.
So once I give you access to come in here, you can make your own thing here and here, but you can also put your news up here. So you can come here, like this is, actually, I delete that, clean this shit up. I don't like it like that. It looks wrong. So then you can come in here and just say add, and it gives you a blank slate. You go into edit, you enter your blah, 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 blah. Then down here, add your video to your page.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah. Then it creates the thumbnail automatically populates there from your link. And then you can add any kind of, you can put a text box in there. You can put a button that's like to subscribe to my channel. Go to this button, and you can put in a link to your subscribe or your Twitter, your whatever, or to your website can go here too. You can also add tweets, which is pretty fun, but it's kind of limited.
Can you add tweets? I have not seen that yet. That's cool.
Right here in this Twitter thing. I can go here. Apply.
Holy shit, I gotta do that. I can't believe I haven't seen that yet. Damn.
Well, this is an old one. I'm gonna take this out, but it has some limitations to 10, it says, but
what is it? Just like do the last 10 from when you post it? Like it's a screenshot or something?
No, so this account, just the TrickleUp's account, so it's the last 10 tweets.
Okay, that's not bad.
Here. Well, you can also do, let me erase this shit before I fuck it all up. You can also embed a tweet. That's what I like to do personally. I'll take a tweet and I'll embed it.
Okay, so a tweet's regular link can be embedded.
Yep. So you gotta go to this little link here. You put the embedded tweet here.
MySpace flashback.
Yeah. So then that'll show up here. I'll show you guys some other ones we've done that with. I'm not sure how long ago it's been that I've actually put some with the tweets. Yeah, it's been a while. I can't find them all. But guys, I've been kicking ass on these thumbnails. Are fucking fun. I actually enjoy it. This is my personal dickhead.
They're very well done too. I got to give you props for that, boys. They're well done.
Well,
yes,
Roberto Blake is why.
Gotcha. Well, props to Roberto Blake.
Roberto Blake reached out to me on a Twitter DM and was like, I'm a fan of what you're doing. I like this shit. And if you guys don't know who Roberto Blake is, you're sleeping.
I do, yeah. No, he's awesome.
Legit. He has like 500,000 subscribers. It's fucking crazy.
It jumped overnight, right? Isn't that what happened? He had like 30 or 40,000 and it jumped overnight.
No. He was like 300, 400,000. Then all of a sudden, whammo, it really took off this last year. We got to 500,000.
Wow.
But yeah, he reached out and said, hey man, you got like 30 minutes. I was like, yeah. And so he came on and said, I'm going to give you a quick tutorial. And he gave me like a run. He goes, I'm going to give you a quick crash course. He goes, if I'm going to rate your thumbnails, 1 being total dog shit, 5 being what I do, you're a 2. I was like, I'm not a 1. Awesome.
Right.
I was, I'm just regular old dog shit. He goes, okay, the fact that you didn't get offended by that is promising. I'm like, what? He goes, you tell some people too they get offense because they put a lot of work into them. But you can do it. He goes, it's like playing golf. You hit the bar as hard as you want, it goes the wrong direction, don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
So he goes, I'm going to give you a quick crash course. And he kind of walked me through it. And went up talking for 3 damn hours, which was awesome.
Yeah, I've seen him review people's channels and he was getting upset because they get angry at like, well, his advice. It's like, well, then don't ask him to review your channel, you know? You're
looking for offense. But yeah, so like I've really worked on my thumbnails and that helps. And the titles, got to be catchy, man. Not
clickbaity.
Not clickbait.
Oh, yeah. I hate fucking coming up with titles. That's probably the thing I hate the most because I'm just like, I don't know. It's this. You know, I just want to be like literal. You know, if people don't like that.
Gone wrong, gone sexual. I almost died.
No, but like
something like that.
If you're talking about something, let's say you're going to talk about fucking cottage cheese, right?
Right.
If you want someone to find a video about cottage cheese, what would they type in the search bar to find it? What's cottage cheese? Something like that. Like you have to find it. You got to make sure it triggers something for them to find you on a search bar, or have a proper tagging so it shows up on someone else's for you.
Yeah, the tagging is really important, especially if you're not going to put a lot of time in the title. But you really should do both.
Yeah. Well, if you want to be successful, you have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to.
About 2 years ago, I think, and I imagine it changes every year, so this is outdated information. But I was reading something that was saying that YouTube values, or did anyway, view time more than anything.
Well, now it's 2021. They've tweaked it a little bit. Again, guys, Roberto Blake's channel. He explains this shit in detail, guys.
Nice. Is his channel is it mainly about like how to grow your channel? Is that what he's moved into?
It's channel growth and tech review.
Okay.
Like if you have a question about a video camera or Adobe or a lens or a fucking lighting, he has all that shit.
Ooh, nice.
All of it. I'm telling you, man, he's the go-to guy for tech as far as I'm concerned. And so
matter of fact, let me write that down here.
Yeah, Roberto Blake, man, he's legit. He's Yang Gang, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I've talked to him several times. He's a super cool guy, but he's a very busy person. I asked him, "Hey, would you like to do the news with me?" He's like, "Man, I ain't got no."
He's like, "Hell no, I can't be doing that."
I hear you, brother. I was just a shot in the dark, man. Gotta try.
I know, right?
You know, you gotta go say hey to that pretty girl or pretty guy. You know, like you gotta try.
Right.
Sup? No, all right. You know, you just take your losses, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, hey, yeah. If she wants to join the TikTok team, tell her to send me a DM on Twitter or in TikTok. She can't send it to me unless somehow she gotta get a hold of me. Let me know who to follow so she can send me a DM. Yeah, I'll gladly join and put her on our page, man. I want the Trickle Up to be a place to find everybody and everything. UBI. Scott Santon gave us the okay to use anything on his website. Like he says, just take it and do something with it. It's all he cares. Just fight. You know, we got great people behind it, man. That we just got to find our lane. That's why I think doing live stream news and then making clips for the rest of the week or something every day to keep tripping the algorithm. Like tomorrow, Trumper's going to be on here, man.
Ooh, nice.
We're going to have at it.
Oh boy,
we're going to talk
Going
about
at it with Dennis.
That's right. We're good friends, but we're vehemently opposed on most things. But with respect, that's it. I don't disrespect him. He don't disrespect me. We're good to go.
He was talking to Zoltan too recently. His interview was really good.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw it, but
yeah, I was telling him I interviewed Zoltan like last December, and when I was in LA for the debates, Zoltan lives in LA. I got to interview him. He was still running against Donald Trump as a Republican. You know?
No, I remember that. But did you see that Trumper for Yang just had him on too?
Yeah.
Did you see that one yet? Yeah.
Yep. I talked to Dennis about that for his. I was like, yeah, this is what he's all about. But the best one Dennis had so far is the one with the Boogaloo Boy.
Oh God.
He had this Boogaloo Boy, and it's like, okay, what's the real deal? Not the media spin. What are you about as a Boogaloo Boy? And he talked about it. I was like, okay, that's interesting. It's not.
That was surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not what they're made out to be, I don't think.
Right. And it's nuanced. It's not just flat. It's not a flat thing.
Yeah.
Boogaloo Boy means boogeyman. Not always. You know, Trump supporter doesn't mean demon either.
True.
It doesn't mean you're a bad person, just means you're wrong.
I really try and stay away from, and I mean, I've said a million things like that, so I can't, really say much. But I try and stay away from when people are like, if you voted for Trump in 2020, then you're a bad person. It's like, well, there's a lot of reasons that the Democrats would push you there.
Yeah. I don't fault anyone for saying fuck Biden. Or fuck the DNC. This whole thing's a bunch of bullshit. It's all being manipulated because of Twitter and Facebook and blah, blah, blah. I get it, man. But you're still wrong.
Right.
Trump is the worst case scenario for this country, period. I don't give a fuck what it says. Trade deals or not. Garbage.
I hate the establishment, but I hate Trumpism more.
Well, here's my thing. You can do the right thing, but for the wrong reasons, it's still wrong.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it right. Like, you can say I'm for let's see here, what would be most controversial? I'll get me banned on YouTube. Well, that's tough.
Yeah, we're on your channel. Let's talk about. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No,
but
it's
like,
probably the.
Well, you can say something like, I'm for TikTok being sold to a U.S. company, right? There's a good reason for that. But if you're saying it because you think China is the reason they attacked us because of a virus and they're
right,
it's for the wrong reasons.
Right.
You know, you can want the same thing just for wrong reasons. People support Trump for good reasons and bad reasons. You can be a racist xenophobe and support Trump. It doesn't make it right. You know, just the right results doesn't mean the right means of getting there. So just because you support something or don't support something doesn't make you right or wrong. But at the end, Trump is the worst case scenario.
Yeah, and there's a lot of means justify the ends with Trumpers, which is, you know, the exact problem they had with the Obama and the left for the longest time. Oh, they'll do anything to get what they want. Isn't that exactly what you're doing now?
We just bombed Syria, man, for some shit Iran did. What the fuck? What the fuck, man?
Yeah, when Trump was running the first time, on the news, I think it was CNN, they were at a polling place or something like that. And the anchor was talking to this older lady, and the anchor asked, "So, do you know who you're going to vote for?" And the lady said, "Well, I've always voted conservative, so I reckon I'll vote that way. And if that jackass is leading the mule train, then so be it."
Yeah,
you know,
and that's pretty much what,
because that's their party too,
right?
Which I don't agree with at all.
Well, I had the transgender satanic sheriff candidate that ran as a Republican in Alabama. This shows you she got like 2,800 votes because motherfuckers just check red. Give me that R. Give me that hard R.
Why do you think I'd run as a Republican here? I mean, there's just no other way to go about it.
Yeah, sadly.
That's like if I run in Michigan, I can't run as a Republican. I don't give a fuck if I win or lose. There's no way. I won't give them the grace of my name, honestly.
Right.
But if I want to win, I got to run as a Democrat. But I can't run as a centrist Democrat. I'm going to run as a person that says we need ranked choice voting. We need to undo the duopoly as a Democrat, as a Bernie type of Democrat that wants to fuck them up. I'm here to kick shit up and you know, time.
I don't even have a problem being called a Republican as long as I'm not running on the typical conservative or Trumpism values. To me, the parties those labels are so interchangeable. And you know what I'm saying? Like they've represented.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you'll lose a primary then.
Maybe, but also they've elected so many different ones here who've done nothing for them. I think that if you just really go hard against the opposition and talk about, obviously, whatever I was running for here wouldn't have power over term limits, but you know, you still bring it up, you still use it.
Yeah. But I mean, they just call you a rhino and you're dead.
You'd think, but it depends. I mean, if they trust the party establishment, maybe, but there's a lot of people here who don't care about that. And so, like you saw Trump defended Mo Brooks, or it was somebody who was running against Jeff Sessions, but you saw them buck Trump. So they don't always go for what he said, but you know, we'll see.
Jeff Sessions.
I'm not even dedicated to that. If I run as a Democrat and lose and still get the message out, that's fine too. You know,
that's what I'm going to do is once I know what party or what district I'm in, I can look at the numbers in the voting district and say, okay, what way is this leaning? Is there space for me to get in here and kick some ass and make a difference? Is there a lane for me as a Democrat? If not, I run as an independent as well and say I'm going to destroy the duopoly. You guys tired of these motherfuckers? I win, you win, I win, you win, we lose.
Right.
You know, I could go in with that type of bull in a china shop kind of deal. And I say, I got a YouTube channel, a platform, motherfuckers. I'll talk shit about you all day. And we're going to share the shit out of it. You motherfuckers, you know, like go crazy.
Yep.
Just be that total asshole. And
that's the thing now is we can all have a platform where they can't just say stuff about us and we're stuck with it. You know what I mean?
Yep. And here's the thing is my platform doesn't mean jack dick in Southwest Michigan. It don't mean shit. Nobody here even cares.
Right.
Like I have more name recognition, or my channel does at least, for within a small demographic of the Yang Gang than my own fucking town.
Well, but I think that's a one cycle flippable thing. You know what I'm saying? You have actual business cards, you have flyers, you're running, then it changes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're allowed to link your channel from. You're not allowed to change the name of it if you'd even want to. But you know what I'm saying? You start a campaign channel, you could flip that easily.
I wouldn't start a campaign channel. I'd start a campaign Twitter page and just leave it at that. And I can share my shit from my channel on there. Yeah, so I'm not gonna win most likely anyway. So yeah,
I wouldn't expect myself to win either, obviously. But to be honest with you, I don't even care. I would be running for the name recognition because there might be something later. And then honestly, just because you can talk to people about UBI or, whatever issues bothering them and get their story out too. Because I mean, how many people out here are living in a mold infested, living worse than I am, but have no way to talk about it. No one's listening. Nobody cares, you know? So I don't know, but regardless of all that, it's definitely pertinent that we all keep trying, because it's so easy to let something like this just fizzle out. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm hoping that if I do get to run, win, lose, or draw, I just want to make a difference. Either in injecting the idea of ranked choice voting in Michigan, get on the ballot, and we get enough signatures, just get on the ballot. Fine by me. Because I'm lucky. I work in healthcare, so I know a significant amount of people just from that alone. One of the biggest employers in Southwest Michigan, I work for them. And then I was a high school varsity wrestling coach and a rocket football and all that kind of stuff with sports. I was a big time athlete in high school. So I have some name recognition and more facial recognition than anything because of the other coaches and the other parents. And they're like, I know you from somewhere. Like, okay, did your kid play sports? Did you run and you wrestle or do cross country and track and field, or you know what I mean, like all that kind of stuff? Then eventually I figured, oh, do you have an elderly parent that had a hip replacement? Like I probably saw them at their house. Like
something like that. Yeah,
I can narrow it down to where you see me from, pretty much. But it's not I think Michigan, when they redraw the districts, going to be 70,000 people per district for state legislation. So 70,000, and if you have 40% turnout.
That's maybe 10, 15, 20,000 voting in total, honestly.
That's 28,000 votes total. So if you get 10K, you're in pretty damn good shape.
That's how Pete Buttigieg got to a national stage. He won one local election of 12,000 people. Convinced 12,000 people he was the right guy, and then he was on a stage for presidency.
He did win a re-election, though.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, after he was out in Indiana.
Yeah, fair.
Which is fucking a miracle.
Yeah.
But South Bend is a college town, even though that college is the most fucking conservative Catholic college you ever seen, Notre Dame. But he had enough charisma, which is kind of weird to say now. He had enough charisma and presence that he won people over when he talked to them. He's a damn good speaker. Even though it is annoying when he copies other people, but it is what it is.
Well, he gives me the feeling that conservatives who weren't racist got from Obama. You know what I'm saying? Not the ones who hated him just because he was black, but the ones who didn't like him because they said he was too smug, or you know what I mean? They didn't acknowledge that he had
or too green.
Right.
He's a junior statesman. Who's this Obama guy? When I heard his name, I was like, he's running as a what?
He's running for president.
It's like, this Obama. Come on, man. Obama? Get the fuck out of here. There's no way.
That's what hurts so bad about you. Have you guys watched The Calvary?
Hell yeah. That's crazy.
It was so good, and it was what was so hard to see again was like Obama really did go from that almost no name to being the nominee to be in the president, and it felt like Yang was going to win so many times through the campaign. But yeah, if anyone hasn't seen that, it's definitely worth watching. It's hard, but it's worth watching.
When I was in Iowa, man, yeah, when he dropped out, that was a gut punch. I know when I saw that cavalry thing, I'm like, man, I wonder if she got me in there. That'd be cool. If I get to a documentary. First fucking scene is me and Kai, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm in the first thing. Cool.
Yep.
That was pretty neat, man. Is a
more important than you thought, huh?
Is a painful.
It was like a kick in the gonads. That's what I described it as, because it was good, but it was so hard to see.
Yeah, man. The highs and the lows, man.
And the thing is, we all seen it coming too. Like it wasn't like, looking back, it wasn't a surprise. It was a long shot from the beginning.
Yeah.
But we had hope, and that hope was torn.
Yeah.
Or at least for a little while.
Well, it's a combination of very, very inexperienced campaign people. What do you expect? That's like me running for president. Who the fuck's gonna?
Right.
Bernie Sanders. I'll help Boyce Littlefield. Who the fuck is he? Who knows?
Yeah,
gonna do that shit. Y'all gonna be my campaign managers, not anybody else.
Right.
That never did this shit before. That's who's gonna volunteer when you have
volunteers tribute.
There you go, man. But they like people were shitting on his campaign. I'm like, you get somebody better. Good luck, motherfucker. Good luck.
Yeah, I'll still defend Zach. There's a lot of people that have turned on Zach Grauman. I'll still love Zach.
He did the best he could with what he had at the time he knew of it. And just like anybody else, there's a couple of shit stains in there. There really were. They're assholes. They were there as opportunists and these, I guess you'd say, insurrectionists, the fuck up things and trash him and come after him for fucking whatever that lady, I'm not gonna say her fucking name, that ignorant ass woman that says some shit about sexual harassment, was it not sexual harassment?
Fired me because I'm a woman or whatever it was.
Type of thing, man. I'm like, come on, man. That shit is weak sauce, motherfucker.
Can you imagine Andrew Yang coming in like, hello, ma'am, you're pregnant, so you're fired. All right, well, have a good evening. Bye. Like,
would never happen.
Would never do that.
It's pathetic. I do usually believe, yes. Yeah, Dr. A's in the house, man. Talk about OG. I got to meet Dr. A in Iowa too, man. I've been so lucky to meet Anthony. Did I get to meet you in Iowa?
I was not in Iowa. I wish I would have been able to come. I have not ever been to an actual Yang Gang event, but
okay.
We'll see about probably gonna be a while this time. I don't know. Maybe we'll get something together. Maybe after he wins in New York, after the pandemic's quelled.
Well, I'm going in June. I got the vaccine, and my girlfriend got her vaccine actually yesterday. So
Moderna.
What's that?
Moderna vaccine.
Pfizer.
Okay. Yeah. You feeling anything from it?
No, nothing. I got both of them. The worst thing I had was a headache like 3 days later. That could be because I was dehydrated and drank a Dr. Pepper for fucking all I know.
Right.
So there's no real correlation. There's nothing to it. Again, I'm in good health. I do healthcare. I never get sick. Knock on wood. But yeah, I'm definitely going to New York in June. I'm going to try and be there for the election night the whole week before, maybe. Like, I might go for 10 days to 2 weeks if my boss let me off. And I want to meet more Yang Gang in person, man. I miss it so much. I go back to my, how Facebook uses it 1 year ago today. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. That was a year ago?
Yeah, I was one of the people watching like Fred and Kai and Paget in your stream, and Ted, I believe, who did
streams.
A lot of those streams. So it was like being there. So that's why it was so fun, because we all got to like kind of, participate and be around.
Moderna.
I got both doses Moderna.
No, don't. Yeah, man. For the most part, it's no long-term side effects that we know of. Not a lot of them, at least.
Right. No, I only asked because I saw someone that had the Pfizer one saying they had some nausea and stuff.
Yeah, the most common side effects is headache, nausea. You get a slight fever within 72 hours, I think they said, and joint pain, just overall joint pain, like you're fighting off a flu. Your body reacts to there's something new in our body. Let's go attack it. It's just what it is. It's making antibodies. That's what our body does. So people had joint pain and shit like that. My girlfriend got it yesterday. She has muscle pain in her shoulder, to be expected.
Mhm.
And then people was like, I don't trust that vaccine. I don't think she'd have the vaccine. The vaccine's this, the vaccine's that. I'm like, motherfucker, imagine a world without vaccines right now. I got 4 kids. One of them are dead. That's what's going to happen.
Mhm.
One of my 4
Polio, smallpox,
yes, right.
Spanish flu, measles, mumps.
Rubella.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one. Smallpox, chickenpox, all that shit.
The
Man.
Black Plague.
Yeah, that was a while back.
Oh man,
Well, yeah.
People don't realize, but the people do realize, but they don't care. They don't know how good they have it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in just a world without it, it's a significantly higher mortality rate for children specifically, for infants and children and the elderly. So fuck off of that bullshit. There's science behind it. The reason it took 5 years before is because we had these weird FDA rules. We got to do like 3 triple blind, quadruple blind studies and da 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 da. I get it. But right now we had to take those safety rails down and say, listen.
Well, and
here's
in my
the-
opinion, it's much more of a treatment than anything. You know what I'm saying? Because it's to keep you from having any symptoms.
Right. It's a preventative measure.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Now, we don't know is, I've been vaccinated. Can I be an active carrier? We don't know. So I still got a mask up. Still got a glove
they're
up.
going with yes.
I'm
I think they're
assuming
going
we
with
all
yes.
assume yes. We get evidence that we can't. So
Right.
right now, it's like you treat every patient like they got AIDS, right? You put on gloves, you wash your hands. That's how healthcare works. You treat everyone as if they got AIDS. You know, that's just the way it is.
Right.
You know. So wait, what's this? Howard says won't be eligible for a few months. Just recovered from COVID-19 last month. Damn. That's the thing too. People get COVID-19, they still get the shot. So I'm kind of, I would figure that would be pushed down the list because you already have antibodies.
Yeah, it's only 4 people that have gotten it twice. I think you have to
Nick
double check, but I think
Saban.
it's only like 4 people that have gotten COVID twice.
Nick Saban.
It's not. Wait, what? Did he get it twice?
Yeah, man, that motherfucker got it twice, bro.
Okay, 5. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Damn, Nick, that sucks, dude. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got it back in like October, then he got it again in like January or some shit. I'm like, well,
Hey guys,
don't ever do it.
My computer is about to die, so I'm gonna have to hop off here soon.
All right, cool, man. Yeah, I gotta go too. It's 10:30. I gotta get up and go to work I gotta take my kid to physical therapy at 7:15 in the fucking morning. He had a hip surgery. Yeah, he had.
Shit.
Yeah, he's 17. He had a torn labrum in his hip and a hairline fracture. So he had to be not.
Get well, buddy. That sucks.
Yeah, he's all right. He's young. Motherfuckers bounce back, man.
Yeah, like he's young. He'll be all right.
He'll be all right. Yeah, man. But yeah, guys, thanks for helping me out and joining in. Just having some fun with it, you know. I got one article out of it. We'll work with it. Tomorrow, Trumper for Yang is gonna be fucking hell in a cage.
What time? Because I'm going to be there early.
That is going to be 8 p.m. Eastern.
Nice.
So we're going to be talking about the CPAC. I want his point of view on that. Syria bombing, because he's anti-war like I am. And then the Biden stimulus package. Those are the 3 we're going to think about right now. But yeah, that's
can't wait.
And I love Dennis, man. We oppose, but he's opposing for good reasons. He has good reasons for where he is, and I can respect that. And he can defend his position without being a total fucking asshole.
And like,
I can't always say I do that either. So.
Oh yeah, and like,
yeah, right. Me either.
As much as I disagree with him sometimes, I can at least see where his mind is going with it. You know, like I can see his thought process.
Yeah, he explains his logic very well. But here's the funny part about Dennis. He always says, he used to piss me off and say, you have Trump derangement syndrome, TDS. I'm like, man, fuck you a bunch of times. You know what? Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm the president of the TDS club, bitch. You know? Not only am I a member, I'm the president, you know. Fuck it. I'll wear it like a badge. Fuck Trump, by the way. All right, guys. So we're going to peace out, man. I'm going to go edit this video for tonight, and we're going to do it again tomorrow, man. Thanks for joining.
Y'all take it easy.
Okay, peace out.
Boom.
Yeah, stay in, gang.
What up, Che?
Thank you, Shy. That's awesome. Appreciate you.
Yep. We got
Y'all
good
take it
people.
easy.
Hey, send me
We
your
do.
email in the DM so I can hook you up and go walk you through it sometime tomorrow, maybe.
Okay.
For the
Yeah, we'll get
website.
that done tomorrow sometime.
All right, man. All right. Talk to you guys.